Humans of the cardboard, welcome back to Just Nuts, guys. Today we got a small bit of news. It actually, I think, came out yesterday, and I didn't really want to make a full-on video on it yesterday, but I had a little bit of time just to look into a couple things here, and I want to bring this to you. I want to talk about the brand new core set announced for the OCG, which of course will roll over to the TCG by the time we are ready for it. But pretty much all we have is a name and date. And other than that, we're just going to try and infer some things, do a little dig and see if we can come up with some theories on what could end up in here. But yeah, this is the new OCG set, Age of Overlord. Very interesting name. We talk about this all the time, every time a new set comes out, specifically the core sets. A lot of times they're very generic, but every once in a while we get a set like Darkwing Blast, which like as soon as we got the name, I was like, okay, Blackwing support, sick. Power of the Elements, you could have guessed Elemental Heroes, sick. You know what I mean? Like they kind of lean into it. Photon Hypernova, Photon Galaxy Eye support, like they do kind of lean in specifically to what the cover art cards will be, but more than anything than like any other stuff in the set, but we can definitely get a little bit here. Overlord is a pretty specific word here, and this is also very early translation, so maybe this could translate a little bit differently, but Overlord, if we're basing it off of Overlord, we actually can look into a couple of different things. First and foremost, Galactic Overlord is a set that came out a while ago. When did this come out? This is 2012, so over 10 years ago. This set is that old, and introduced a bunch of new themes as well as a bunch of support for themes as well. That stuff's not as important to me. I think really the main thing you can draw from this is whatever the main cover archetype is. Maybe they come back around with a new wave for that archetype, and that archetype's actually hieratic, I believe, right? This guy is... Does it say here what the... Oh, actually, no. This is actually more Photon support. So this guy's actually a cover card for Photons, but it is important to note that like the main archetype out of this pack is Hieratics. Also, Volatiles had some support, some Evils. Inzectors had some nice support cards in here. I don't know if this was their first set or if they got more, if this is like a second follow-up set. But the big one here to me is like one, I guess you could say Photon, but like we just got Photon in Photon Hypernova, so I don't think they're going to see more stuff. But I think it's very interesting that like the boss monsters, the good Exceed monsters in Hieratics have Overlord in their name. Hieratic Sun Dragon, Overlord of Heliopolis. The main vanilla used in the deck is Hieratic Seal of the Sun Dragon, Overlord. And the other one is the... I don't even know which one I said. There's the Sun Dragon and the Sky Dragon, whatever. The two Exceeds are the boss monsters of the extra. They have Overlord in the name. That, to me, seems the most likely, and just searching the keyword Overlord for like any card in Yu-Gi-Oh! That has Overlord in the name. Alien Overlord, but I don't think that would I don't think they would make a cover card alien support, so I doubt that would be a thing. Drake Overlord is interesting because like there was a time where like the Draco, lore was like the main lore, so maybe they come back around there, but again, I'm not sure if this is cover art worthy. Dark Worlds, there's a couple Dark World monsters that have Overlord in the name, but I'm not too worried about those. Ogdoadic's interesting just because a lot of people have been hoping for Ogdoadic support. They technically are up for support, so I wouldn't be surprised if they got maybe like an extra deck monster that like has Overlord in the name. That wouldn't be too surprising, but again, it wouldn't be the cover card. It would just be another card that technically has synergy with the name of the set, but not super specific. But again, I just come back to the Hieratics. They have 3 separate monsters with Overlord in the name. They are big, badass dragons, so I think they work as cover art. But also, Konami's kind of been doing this thing where it's been anime archetypes, like big anime archetypes. I don't think Hieratics are... They might not even be in the anime, let alone like played by a relevant character, and so I doubt this would be a move for them. But that being said, it's an interesting name. There's not a ton we can draw from it right this second, but it is interesting to note. Also, it says the second core booster of 2023. I think that's actually incorrect. I think this is actually the third core booster, because even in the OCG, Cyberstorm Access dropped like the second week of January. Then obviously they're in the middle of Duelist Nexus reveals, and then this would be the third set. for them. Only other thing from that I can think of is just the fact that, keep in mind, the pattern that I've been noticing is that the 2 best core sets of the year tend to be the 3rd and the 4th. The 3rd one, that's OCG or TCG lineup. So for the OCG, that would be their 2nd and 3rd. I think Duelist Nexus could be really strong, and then this would be the next one that would be pretty good. For us, obviously, 3rd and 4th would be Duelist Nexus, which will come closer to that July mark, and then this set, which will come probably closer to like September, October for us. So kind of a lot going on there, but I expect it to be one of the better sets. Obviously, we won't have much to do with this for a while. We're still in the middle of Duelist Nexus reveals. We have a whole nother month and change before that is fully revealed. And then from there, we'll probably have a month and a half break before we even start getting reveals for this set. But it's interesting and it's fun to keep an eye on. So I wanted to throw it out to you guys just as a quick little news update on that. But yeah, I'm out of here. Thanks for letting me know. Thanks for watching the video. Subscribe to the channel and let me know your thoughts on the new set. Anything specific that jumped out to you from the name that you think could be interesting, that makes sense for like cover cards or something that could end up in here, let me know in the comment section down below. I'd love to hear theories and stuff on that. But I'm out here. Thanks for watching. Peace.